You can get cheap pen turning tools just about anywhere, but Rockler decided to put some time and effort into the process of designing their set. They started with quality materials sized to make a set of tools that just do not chatter very easily. And they added replaceable, tough carbide cutters to 2 of them. Something else that's not very common in pen turning tools are these handles. They're ergonomically designed and coated with rubber to make them very comfortable and slip-free. And both of those are important when you're trying to control a small tool. Somewhere between the design of the handle and the mass of the shanks, these tools come out nicely balanced to the hand, and that's something I haven't had in pen turning tools before. And because many of us don't have sharpening machines, these carbide cutters can be turned to present a new fresh edge when one does go dull. I don't know exactly how long that takes, because so far I haven't been able to make one of these go dull. I'm also going to use a Rockler 6-inch tool rest because I really like this design. I like this deep cove that keeps your fingers safe and a prepared rounded edge along the top that makes your tools slide much easier and more consistently. One thing I add to all of my tool rests is a little bit of wax from one of my wax sticks. Just rub a little wax on there and the tool will spread it out later. To help keep these tools stable while you're making your cuts, they added this flat on the bottom that registers against the rest and keeps the tool flat as you're sliding it along the piece. That helps you be more consistent and helps prevent catches. I know this set has more uses, but they do call it a pen set, so we're going to start there. And for turning pens, they work great. In addition to being very sharp and easily controllable, these tools are sized nice for working with stock the size that we put on pens. Even rounding out blanks that weren't drilled exactly in the center is an easy job with these tools. And no matter what the size of the tool or project, I like these rounded cutters for the initial rounding. It's easier to take these kind of cuts and not get a catch with the rounded cutter. Then after I get it pretty round, I can switch to the square cutter and use that small radius to ride just the center of the cutter and smooth the shape out further. Without that little radius, these kind of cuts are almost impossible to make cleanly. Eventually any tool is going to go dull, but with this set from Rockler, you can just turn the cutter and get a fresh edge. And that means you don't have to buy a sharpening machine. The star fastener and wrench make it easy to loosen this up, turn the cutter to where you want it, and then tighten it again without stripping that little screw out. It's this kind of attention to detail that makes these tools better than most. The square cutter has 4 individual edges, and the machine seat makes sure that it indexes properly when you turn it to the next edge. These tools are also very handy on larger projects where you can add some quick detail to something that'd be very hard to do with larger tools. This would be an easy place for a smaller tool to start chattering, but the heavy shanks that Rockler uses prevents that. It also lets you present this tool to the wood at odd angles and get away with it. With most turning projects, when you have good quality tools, your imagination is the only limiting factor. So whether you're making your own handles or turning pens or adding details to bigger projects, the Rockler 3-piece carbide pen turning tool set might be just what you need to be a little more efficient, a little safer, and a little more creative.